You know that feeling when you can't stop thinking about what might go wrong? What if it doesn't work out? What if I'm not ready? What if everything falls apart? If you've ever felt that knot in your stomach about something that hasn't even happened yet, you're not alone. That's anxiety. And it's not new. 2,000 years ago, a Roman philosopher named Seneca watched people torture themselves with the same questions. And he realized something crucial. We suffer more in imagination than in reality. Let me show you what he meant and how to stop it. Seneca was one of the wealthiest, most powerful men in Rome, advisor to emperors, playwright, Stoic philosopher. But his life was anything but smooth. He was exiled, falsely accused, lived under the constant threat of execution from an emperor who was, let's just say, unpredictable. Nero. Yeah, that Nero. And yet, Seneca didn't fall apart. He wrote letters, hundreds of them, to his friend Lucilius. Not grand philosophical treatises, just honest conversations about how to live well in uncertain times. And one theme kept coming up: anxiety about the future. Seneca noticed something. People weren't suffering because of what was happening. They were suffering because of what might happen. Think about that. How many times have you been anxious about something that never actually happened? How many sleepless nights over outcomes that never came? Seneca saw this 2,000 years ago, and he had a solution. Here's Seneca's insight. The future doesn't exist yet. I know that sounds obvious, but stay with me. When you're anxious about tomorrow, next week, next year, you're not dealing with reality. You're dealing with a story your mind is telling you. And most of the time, that story is fiction. Why does this matter? Because anxiety is when you go beyond planning and start living in that imagined future. You're no longer here. You're trapped in a version of tomorrow that may never come. Seneca's advice? Come back to now, not reckless, not careless, just present. Because the only moment you actually have control over is this one. Not tomorrow, not next week. Right now. So how do you actually do this when anxiety hits? Seneca had a simple practice. I call it the reality check. Here's how it works. Step 1. Notice the anxiety. Don't fight it. Don't judge it. Just notice it. I'm anxious about X. Step 2. Ask yourself, is this happening right now? Not could it happen, or might it happen? Is it happening right now, in this moment? Usually the answer is no. Step 3. Ask, what can I do about it right now? If there's action you can take today, take it. If there's nothing you can do until tomorrow, let it rest until tomorrow. Step 4. Return to what's actually in front of you. This conversation, this task, this moment. Not because the future doesn't matter, but because you can't live there. Seneca faced his own test of this philosophy. When Nero finally ordered his execution, Seneca didn't panic. He didn't spend his final hours spiraling about what if. He gathered his friends. He spoke calmly. He even comforted them. Because he'd spent years practicing this. The future isn't real until it arrives. And when it does, you deal with it then, not a moment sooner. So next time anxiety creeps in about something that hasn't happened yet, remember Seneca. Ask yourself, is this real right now? If not, come back. Come back to this moment. Because this moment, this is where you actually live. This is wisdom rewired. Ancient wisdom. Modern clarity.